Phil became my best friend when we were 10 years old. We played baseball together all of our lives up until high school. I had been struggling with the transition of going to college and playing college football. I had missed everything that was familiar to me back in Naperville. A not so promising practice, we'll call it, had just finished up, and I had made my way high up into the stands at the stadium up near the press box, and I called the only person that I felt comfortable talking to, and that was Phil. And he answered just how he always will. He said, "Hey man, how's it going? Are you in the NFL yet?" But really, that's when I started crying, and I vented to Phil for a good 30 minutes or so, and he just listened. At that time, he knew that he couldn't relate completely. He knew there was nothing tangible that he could do or give to me in order to make me feel better. He knew that he just needed to be a friend and be the best friend that he could possibly be. And for that, Phil, I thank you. Phil, I love you, man. You truly are the best man that I know. And to the both of you, always remember what has kept you two strong and in love. Don't ever lose sight of the foundation that you two have built together. Always look to God first, each other second, and never forget that every person in this room is here for you, cheering for you, and rooting for you.
For those of you who truly know Annie Hayes, you know that she is anything but an ordinary woman. She can make complete strangers laugh out loud with her witty outlook on life. She's a tomboy with looks that kill. She'll never let you forget that she won the science fair. So we'll add intelligent to that list. But above all, she's a fierce friend. When we hear the term high school sweethearts, it's easy to imagine a fairy tale kind of love, an effortless, flawless relationship that will of course stand the test of time. After being by their side from the moment that they started dating, I have witnessed Annie and Phil learn what it takes to build and care for a love that began at a young age. That hard work has fostered a unique love that most people only dream of.
A number of years ago, it started with a youthful friendship. Of course, it required maintenance and upkeep through time, like any relationship, but you really can call yourselves friends. You know you have a true friend when that friend is willing to sacrifice themselves for you in everything, big or small. The love of friendship unifies all aspects of marital life and helps family members to grow constantly. This love must be freely and generously expressed in words and acts. I end in this year of the Cubbies, even though you're a Sox fan. Why does that 108 keep showing up? You begin your new life in Christ with each other on 108. And on this eve of the Epiphany, may the Lord grant you many lights, and may this 100th year of Fatima grant all of us the triumph of the Immaculate Heart of Mary.
I, Philip, take you, Anne,
I, Anne, take you, Philip,
to be my wife.
to be my husband,
I promise to be faithful to you,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health,
to love you and honor you.
all the days of my life.
I present you Mr. and Mrs.
Phil, we know how much you love Annie, partly from your Christmas sweater that says, I love Annie, but also from the many loving things that you do for her all the time. For years, Mrs. G has been saying to Annie, hey, you should marry that guy. Right? So, Annie Belle, the big day is finally here. I should explain that I've been calling Annie Annie Belle ever since she was a little girl. Anyway, Annie Belle, you look very beautiful tonight on your wedding day. We remember the many times during college when you said you needed to fly to Florida to be with Phil, and we understood that. In fact, I believe we helped you out with the airfare on several occasions. That bill comes to... With so many wonderful friends and family here, it makes me think that this wedding is like a sneak peek into heaven. I hope that we all get there by loving God and our neighbor, and by putting our trust in God's love for us. And I also hope that tonight, everybody in this room will have an outstanding, rip-roaring, great time as we celebrate the marriage of Annie and Phil.